Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. I posted a episode about 2 days ago, and it was of Turning Point USA, inviting Candace Owens to a live stream. Now, yesterday, uh, everything just went up in flames, pretty much. Before I even jump into it, I'm just gonna let Candace explain what happened, right? And to be honest, there hasn't really been a time where, well, maybe there has. Different activity was done. But it's been a while that I've said something like, that's off. That's it just seems suspicious. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But what was done is just weird. Okay? They invited her to a live stream. Everybody's like, yes. Amen. Let it all get on the table. Let it all be said. Let the truth come out. And let Candace get answers. Everybody else who's been waiting for answers because they have some of the same questions, let them get answers. Amen. It's finally happening. But what was done next was just weird. Okay? They gave her 24 hours to say yes or no. They posted it like late at night. So by the time she woke up, she was already like 9 hours in that 24 hours. Not only that, but they said that she couldn't do it. She had to be there within their circle. She had to be in their office to be on the live stream. As if we are in a day and age where the technology is not great enough for somebody to just talk to you right through the screen. I'm sorry. To me, that's weird. Straight up. And if you don't think so, you got to be in on something. Why do you need somebody to come to your office who is already nervous about being around different individuals that she felt like set up her best friend? Do you really think she's about to go into your office? Play the video. Play the video. I'm about to come. I'm losing it.
After my episode yesterday, I expected, call me crazy, I expected that Turning Point would reach out to me via text, via email, that they would instantly follow up with their long diatribe and be sincere and say, okay, here are some dates and some times. When would you like to make this happen? We're going to set up this great debate. Rather, instead of hearing anything from Turning Point, I heard from Skylar, my executive producer, this morning via text, which I'm going to show you, that I was somehow already 9 hours into a 24-hour countdown that was issued by Turning Point USA. Here is that text exchange with Skylar this morning. He, 8:49, said, I'm sure you saw this. And I responded to him and I said, no, actually, I didn't see this. And I opened the tweet, which went out from Blake Neff around midnight last night. And here's what he wrote. I'm like, how am I supposed to see this? The live stream we announced on the show Wednesday has been set. That would imply to the audiences that they reached out to me and we set a time. No, he goes on. At 4 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. local time on Monday, December 15th, a collection of Charlie's friends will respond to statements made by Candace Owens to set the record straight once and for all prior to the opening of America Fest. Now, if it's going to be once and for all, it sounds pretty final. I mean, I would assume that I would have to contribute so that I could answer back, right? He goes on to write, we'll be live streaming, as he said from the beginning. This is going to be a live streamed event from Charlie's Phoenix studio. Our offer from yesterday holds. If Candace wishes to join us in person in Phoenix, she is welcome to do so. She can let us know by the end of today. Why? Well, I'm sorry. If you're saying this is happening on the 15th, why am I getting 24 hours to be able to respond to you? That doesn't make any sense. That for some reason.
These people don't want, or they don't want a debate with Candace. They don't want a conversation with Candace. The only person who probably could have held a flame to Candace was assassinated. Okay? They don't want that smoke. Clearly. I'm just straight up saying it at this point. Because when they came out and was like, yo, let's welcome you on live. I don't care. Let's welcome you. We'll get these questions, these answers. I was like, yo. I was team TpUSA at that point. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm talking about. Now I know that everything that's being said, the silence, everything, they're 100% is valid. You know, There's nothing suspicious about it. They want stuff to come into the front. They want to bring everything out, answer all the questions. I'm like, yo, yes, this is what Charlie would have wanted. Now this weird nonsense that was just done had me taken back. I said, oh, gosh. What in the world is this? We're giving you to the end of the day to answer this. And by the way, you're already 9 hours late. You're already 9 hours into this 24-hour turnaround that we gave you. Because we decided to post it late at night. Is it me? This is the first time I'm really like, this is super suspicious. This is super strange. This is super weird. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are against CO. Okay? A lot of people are with CO, a lot of people against CO, and I've always been like in the middle. But this weird stuff right here really took me back. I'm just like, what? Why? Why are you giving to the end of the day? This is the main person that people want to see you talk to. This is the main person that people want to see you answer questions from. And you giving her to the end of the day? What are we talking about here? Watch what happens next. This is crazy. This is crazy.
And feels like this is a BS offer and a really cheap PR move. There's no reason to issue a 24-hour response and to put this up in the middle of the night, A. B, there's no reason you didn't reach out to me and say, hey, does this work? Can I check some flights, see if I can get in there? Nope. This is it. They put this up there on the 15th. The last week of our show is live. Obviously, leading up to Christmas, that's the last week of our show. Obviously, it's a pretty busy week. So I'm like, okay, caught off guard by this, but you know what? I sense this is a PR move. So let me say, you've already said it's live streamed. If an event is live streamed, of course, we can make it work any place. I mean, at any time, any day, we can make this happen, right? Because you're live streaming it. There's no reason I can't show up electronically, okay? I respond to him and I say this, kind of weird how you didn't email or call me to ask about times or availability and instead chose to tweet this confirmation out at midnight. Why am I learning about this on X? December 15th does not work in person. And 2 p.m. happens to also be the literal time that I do my podcast live every day, which you knew. But we will happily cancel the daily podcast and we'll join you guys virtually instead for the live stream on the 15th. If that works on your end, let's lock it in.
So check this out. Candace live streams at 2 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday, for the most part, unless she's getting threatened to be assassinated. It's neither here nor there. But she live streams at this time, the time that they picked to go live, right? But she says, but we will happily cancel the daily podcast. She's going to cancel her podcast to go live with them. This is the #1 podcast in the world, by the way. She's getting bread. She's getting bread, I'm sure of it. Which is why a lot of people say she continues to talk about Charlie. They see she's trying to benefit off of his name financially. Of course, it's going to happen. People want to watch it. But I think that she would still be doing it even if she wasn't getting this many views based on it being her best friend. However, just happens to be getting this many views. So yes, she's definitely getting paid. But she says she's willing to cancel the podcast. She's willing to cancel it. Listen, I'm trying to get these questions off. I want to go live. The technology is advanced nowadays. I don't need to be in person. I can still be here and it'll be a 4K video. What do you say? Let's lock it in. What do you say, buddy old pal? Watch their response. This blew my mind even more. Watch their response.
Mark. Okay, we're jumping here. Let's make it happen. Okay, that's the beauty of the internet. That is the beauty of 2025. You can literally be any place, anytime. Just send me a link, right? Any place, anytime, and we can join you virtually. In fact, today on their show, they had Andrew Colbert joining them virtually. So they have the tech capability to do this. We have tech capability to do this. Let's make this sincere and do this for people around the world who do not feel that you guys have been honest and forthcoming in terms of answers that you could obviously supply regarding Charlie Kirk's assassination. Well, if we needed any more evidence that nothing that they do is genuine and that this was an obvious planned PR move, here is what Blake tweeted out just now before we went live on this show. Yesterday, we made it clear that we would be scheduling a formal response to allegations and accusations that you have made. We have decided that that response will be delivered during a live stream, as he said, a live stream, on December 15th. Thank you for your response, letting us know that you will not be joining the in-person conversation. We will be proceeding without you.
Somebody please tell me where Candace said that she will not be joining. Yes, she said she can't make it in person. Okay, understandable. We understand that. But she also asked you, because you just do it live. Why can't you do it? Why can't she be on a live stream to have a conversation with you guys? Why? Why do you need her in the studio? This woman has assassination threats on her life. Clearly, people want to silence her. Clearly, people want to do different things. And you have an issue because she doesn't want to go where you're at. She already thinks you betrayed her best friend. What makes you think she wants to go where you're at in the vicinity that you are in, that you have control over? What is going on here? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm really just trying to figure it out. I seen like a couple people trying to make sense of this. Because Candace said, we can do it anywhere. Yo, name a place, name a time. But they literally gave her 24 hours to respond. And by the way, even with hearing that, being able to do it live should still qualify as it being an actual conversation. You don't have to be in person with somebody to talk to them.
Why are you proceeding without me to have a conversation that is about me? Why am I getting 24 hours to respond? Why do you need me there in person if you are trying to be sincere and answer the very many questions that I have brought up on this show? You guys weren't even sincere in what you said yesterday. You told some glaring lies about things that I have said. So we're supposed to trust that you guys are going to handle this discussion all by yourselves and respond to any and every allegation. And this isn't just some planned PR for once and for all. Like I said, this is so obvious. He is being completely destroyed in the comments because what's happening at Turning Point, and I've seen this happen before, is they now believe that they are smarter than their audience, right? They think they are smarter than their small pocket donors. They can pull such an obviously crappy public move like this and pretend, well, we tried. You know, she said she could make it work and we tried, but it has to be physically, she needs to be in person, even though we have shown that we have people join us not in person and it's live streamed and we both have the tech capabilities to do that. If she doesn't make this work within 24 hours, we can now say that it's on Candace. This is a disaster, okay? It is a dumpster fire. That's the only way to describe what is happening at Turning Point USA today and right now is a dumpster fire. Everyone can read this for what it is. As I said, they are getting destroyed in the comments. Like, really, guys? Really? You're not going to just send us a simple live stream link and let us join you? We've had people on this show live streamed. We could have them tomorrow. I said, in response, I said to them, I'll make this work. I also attached to that tweet any day leading up to the 15th. We can do this virtually any place and any time. But no, they need to have it in person in Phoenix on December 15th or they cannot have me at all. Is that passing the vibe check for you guys? Or does it seem like more posturing and more of a way for them to simply be in the room with themselves as they all lie without any person in the room to be able to fact check those lies, who have researched those lies and who have kept a list regarding the very many lies they are telling. Okay. I maintain that Turning Point is engaged in a cover up. That is how I feel. Okay. And like I said, it pains me to say that because this was once a bright spot in the conservative movement. It is no longer. They are using left-wing tactics, calling us names rather than answering us questions. It's everything Charlie stood against, okay? You don't need to call somebody a racist because they're asking questions about what happened with George Floyd leading up to his death, okay? That is a way that you skip over having to debate logically, is you name call. All Blake Neff did was name call yesterday. All the pastors have been doing. It's demonic, it's possessed, it's evil. How about you simply answer the questions and stop behaving like you're a radical leftist? Everyone can see what you're doing. That's what I want you guys to know. It's very clear, okay? I'm not asking people to defend me. You are just genuinely this transparent. So I am sorry that I cannot arrive in person because it's our last week on air before the holidays. I am still very happy, and I will say it again, to make that date and time and place because I'm here and we have the technological capabilities to make it so, make it work. We can move it around and we can do it even at midnight. I will stay awake and I will make that work for you at midnight, anytime. Just send me a link. In the meantime, we are just...
You know, let me be completely honest, right? There's been a lot of different things that I have been in the middle of, and I've been saying, like, you know, I can understand what they're talking about, and I can understand what she's talking about. For a good while now, I understand what they're saying. I understand what she's saying. On this specific topic, on this specific situation, I'm fully with Candace. Why? It's off. It's completely off. You gave her 24 hours. You said she has to be in the studio. Why? Why? You're going to talk about it once and for all. Talk about what once and for all? Things that Candace brought up. So why would you talk about it without Candace? You think people care about y'all talking in your little circle without the person who actually is asking the questions? You think the questions aren't going to continue to go on? If you really want to get down to the bottom of it and you really want to stop what's been happening, bring the person on who's been talking about it and asking the questions. What are you talking about right now? they go get me started out here. Oh, gosh. It wasn't sincere. I do not like disingenuous people. It was not sincere. The asking to come on live was not sincere. I believe in strongly being someone genuine. I believe in people being people of their word and being sincere. I truly believe in truth and trust. When you step into a place where you begin to look disingenuous, when you step into a place where you begin to look off to the people, as if we're just blind and got on some kind of blind and we can't see what's going on. There's different influencers, different people getting behind what just happened too. I don't see how, unless like there's some kind of payment going on. I'm gonna have to check my email. They probably wrote me trying to get me to agree with this nonsense. I'm gonna have to check the email. I don't get it, and that's the difference, guys. You can't pay somebody like me to agree with something that's false. Money is not going to be what gets me to switch up how I feel and the discernment that the Lord has given me. It's not going to happen. It's off, guys. It's off. This is the type of stuff that make people believe what Candace is talking about. Do I want to believe that Charlie Circle betrayed him? I don't want to believe that. But stuff like this will make you think twice. It'll make you think twice. It'll make you be like, huh. They didn't really want to bring her on live. Clearly, they did not really want to bring her on live. They could have reached out to her, talked to her behind the scenes, and spoke with her about what would be the greatest situation on how they could go about going live. They could have done this. They have Candace's number. They decided to put it on X late at night. Then when she responds, asking them how, we could do a live, let's lock this in, they respond saying, well, thank you for letting us know you're not going to be here. That's not genuine. It's like big kids. What are we, 12? Thank you for letting you know you're not going to be here. I'm over it, guys. Want to see what you guys have to say in the comments. If you guys disagree with what I'm saying, let it be known why. I'm here, all open ears, open heart. You already know how I get down. But to me, what I'm seeing, it's off. It's weird. Suspicious. But if you have a different opinion, which you are entitled to, put it in the comments. I'm going to check it out. Amen. God bless. Shalom.